Headcanons. Some people have them, some people don't. Some people don't know what they are and think I should be locked in a mental asylum for mentioning them. So let's talk about it. Firstly, what is a headcanon? Well, a headcanon comes from the word canon, meaning something that is true to a series. For example, in Star Wars, it is canon that Darth Vader's helmet is black. A headcanon is a little idea someone might have about a series. So, I might headcanon that Vader paints his helmet himself when nobody's looking. It's not necessarily true, but I don't know. It's just my little idea. While headcanons can be fun and silly like the one I just mentioned, they can also help people connect to the characters they like. For example, Chris, the main character from the game Deltarune, is headcanoned by many to be non-binary. In the game, their gender is never explicitly stated, and as far as I'm aware, they don't go by anything other than they/them pronouns. The same can also be said for Frisk, the protagonist of the game that came before, Undertale. Another character from Undertale, Kara, is also only referred to with gender-neutral language. For both Frisk and Kara, the same is true as Chris. No explicit stated gender, headcanon to be non-binary. Two other characters from Undertale, Mettaton and Mad Mew Mew, are seen as allegories for something gender non-conforming, whether it be being trans or drag queen. Mettaton is a robot that wants to perform and has a second form designed specifically for that purpose. And they are the one headcanon to be an allegory for a drag queen, a drag king, or at the very least, the classic flamboyant theater kid stereotype. I mean, listen to their voice.
Oh, yes.
That's one of the only voice lines we ever hear in the game. And it's fruity. Mad Mew Mew, on the other hand, is seen as an allegory for a trans person, specifically a trans woman. When Mad Mew Mew is first encountered, they're known as Mad Dummy, a ghost within a training dummy that attacks the player. After being defeated, the angry ghost isn't seen again, until the player encounters a doll of the main character of an in-series anime called Mew Mew Kissy Cutie. That is from the Nintendo Switch trailer for Undertale. That's Mad Mew Mew. Over the course of the battle with the player, the pronouns used for Mad Mew Mew slowly change from they and it, the pronouns they used while in the dummy, to she and her. And she talks about how happy she is to have found this new body and that it really is her. To quote directly from the game's dialogue, "As soon as I saw this body, I just knew it was me." The player helps Mad Mew Mew, get comfortable and truly bond with their body, and I think it's a great representation and a great trans allegory. But enough from me. Let's hear from some other weirdos, eh? I put out a Google form to my whole school, basically, to ask other people about their headcanons, and while I got less responses than I would have liked, I still was able to come up with some good stuff. We got actually a variety of answers. Characters that were headcanon to be trans, I'm probably going to butcher all of these names, I'm so sorry, include Karuya Nagisa from Neon Genesis Evangelion, Hiro from Omori, Ace from One Piece, and Cody from Total Drama. One person headcanons both the Angel Devil and Power from Chainsaw Man to be non-binary. And Keegan headcanons the Pyro from TF2 to either be genderless or female. I also asked people about, how headcanons help people really connect to the characters they like. One person said, and I'm gonna quote directly from the source here, that it helps them feel like they know the character personally in a way others don't. And another said that they like to see themselves, a bit of themselves in the character, and that it makes them more enjoyable. Or, as my good friend Toby put it, headcanons I relate to help me connect to my characters because it gives me a way to understand their emotions and reactions better than if I was just watching the show without them. Now isn't that sweet? Although, to be fair, Toby, the person who put that nice, sweet, heartfelt response, also headcanons that this character, known as Selbit, this character, with dark and traumatic backstory and lore, does this dance when nobody's watching. I agree with you, Toby, but